Morning and best wishes to all of us. Dear Mr. Rizky Syafril SHIMSE and friend YM Pratap. We are from Group 1 which consists of 5 people, namely Ani Afifah, Muhammad Yose Triandi, Puji Ananda, Rian Satriawan, and it's me. Next, uh, we will explain material about civil law in Indonesia, which will be explained by Ani Afifah.
Okay, thank you, moderator. Uh, okay, civil law in Indonesia. Civil law in Indonesia is a branch of law that regulates relationship between individuals or legal entities in society. This law covers various aspects of daily life, such as marriage, inheritance, property, and context. Civil law is the branch of law that regulates legal relationship between individual or legal entities. The aim is to create order and justice in social life. Story. Civil law in Indonesia is heavily influenced by Dutch law. After independence, this law continued to develop and was adapted to Indonesian conditions. Civil law Indonesia. Short of civil law Indonesia include civil code is the main source that regulates various aspects of civil law. A number of 5 considering agrarian principle which regulates an acquisition law based on customary law. Number 1, concerning merit regulation of marriage law in Indonesia. Next, concerning fiduciary guarantee. Okay, some important principle in civil law in Indonesia. Law in Indonesia are the principle of freedom of contact. Every individual is free to make an agreement as long as it does not conflict with the law. The principle of good faith. Every agreement must be implemented in good faith by the parties involved. The principle of legal certainty. The law must provide certainty and justice for all parties. Okay. Example of civil law case. Civil law differs if a problem occurs in a household that does not find a solution or way out, then the alternative way out is divorce. A divorce may be the only way that can be taken to end the problems that occur in the house. This divorce case is one example that falls into the category of civil law. Okay.
Okay, thanks to Ani Afifah. The next material that will be read by Pujananda kepada okay, thanks to Ani Afifah. The next material that will be read by Puji Ananda.
Okay, thank you, moderator. A brief history of civil law. The Indonesian civil law system was formed based on the Roman Dutch model. Dutch colonial 350 years ago influenced the establishment of law in Indonesia since Dutch colonial law is reflected in Indonesian civil, commercial, and criminal law. After Indonesia's independence in 1945, the country began to formulate its modern law based on customary law that existed before colonialist and Islamic law. The history of Indonesian civil law can be divided into several eras, including the Dutch, Japanese, independence, and reform eras. In the Dutch era, namely around 1512, the Dutch introduced the Roman Dutch civil law system, which was used to regulate trade and political economic interests. Okay, next. Then, the Japanese era was marked marked by the massive acquisition of weapons of war supplied by Japan, which play an important role in the promotion of independence in Indonesia. The era of independence led to the birth of laws, namely the 1945 Constitution of the Republic of Indonesia, which outlined all laws and institutions adopted from the colonial period. Until 1995, several laws, including civil, commercial, and criminal laws, have been formulated and implemented, including marriage law in 1974, criminal procedure law in 1981, religious court law in 1989, and others such as banking law, corporate law in 1995, capital market law in 1995. Civil law is under the Indonesian Civil Code, which emphasizes individuals and how they relate to others. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks to Pujiananda. The next material that will be read by Muhammad Yosef Riendi.
Okay, thank you, moderator. The term civil law was first introduced by Prof. Jayadigono as a translation from Dutch, namely Burgerlijk Wetboek. During the Japanese occupation, civil law is also called private law or civil law. Private law is a law whose material and process are based on personal interest. Experts provide the following limitations of civil law. Van Doon defines civil law, especially in the 19th century, as a regulation that regulates matters that are very essential for individual freedoms, such as people and their families, property rights, and obligations. While public law provides minimal guarantees for private life, another opinion is former. Rules or norms that provide restriction and therefore provide protection for individual interests in the right comparison between one interest and another of people in a particular society, especially regarding family relationship and traffic relationship. Based on the understand forward by experts, there are several elements and understanding of civil law, namely the existence of legal regulation on legal relations between the national commission and people. A legal relationship is a relationship regulated by law, namely a relationship that can give rise to rights and obligations between people who enter into the relationship. Supporters of the rights and obligations can be individuals or legal entities. Civil law is divided into namely, number one, material civil law. The law that explains what action can be punished and what punishment can be imposed. The point of material punishment determines the context of an agreement, a relationship, or an action. Number two, formal civil law. Law that show how to maintain or implement the regulations and its disputes. Formal law show how to resolve them before a judge. Formal law is also called procedural law in the sense of formal law. Attention is directed to how to maintain or implement the context of the regulation. Regarding the current state of civil law in Indonesia, it is still pluralistic. That is, it is still diverse. The influencing factors are the diversity of customs in Indonesia and the historical legal factor that divide the Indonesia population into several groups. This policy is known as the Dewas Res policy based on the principle of concordance. So, the codification of Dutch civil law is an example for the codification of European civil law in Indonesia. The existence of civil procedure law as formal law has an important position and strategy in effort to enforce material civil law in judicial institutions. As formal law, civil procedure law functions to enforce, maintain, and guarantee compliance with material civil law in both parties. Therefore, civil law's existence is closely related to civil procedure law, even both are inseparable partners. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks to Muhammad Yose Triandi. The next material that will be read by myself. Okay, Systematic of Civil Law in Indonesia. Legal systematization is an effort to compile and organize various legal rules into one orderly and systematic unit. The goal is to make the law easier to understand, apply, and access by the public. In general, legal systematization involves grouping legal rules based on the theme, subject, or type. For example, criminal law, civil law, administrative law, or commercial law. Each group of laws is then regulated in more specific laws and regulation, such as statutes, government regulation, or regional regulation. With legal systemization, law enforcement can be more efficient because the existing rules are clearly structured and do not overlap. In addition, this also makes it easier for the public to know their rights and obligations in accordance with applicable legal regulation. Next. In the systematic of civil law in Indonesia, there are many types of laws that are grouped into four, namely, first, personal law that includes regulation of humans as subject in law, regulation regarding a person's competence in law. Second, family law that regulates relationship that arise from family relationship, such a marriage relationship between parents and children, guardianship and guardianship. Third, property law. Property law is the law that regulates legal relationship that can be valued in money. Property law includes two types of rights, namely absolute rights and relative rights. 4. Inheritance law. Law that regulates the procedure for transferring property from the deceased person to a living person or his heirs. Next. Conclusion. Law is something abstract, cannot be seen point by point, but plays a very important role in the life of society and regulating the pattern of relationship between people. Law includes various regulations that determine and regulate the pattern of relationship between one person and another, namely the rules of life in society. Okay, thank you. That's all of our presentation. If there are any errors or shortcomings, please forgive us. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.